episode. We are here early on a Monday morning to give you guys a little, I feel like this is like a State of the Union address.
But Modern Agent Marketing Edition.
Yes, exactly. So we wanted to pop in. We don't want this to be a regular episode because this is not a normal episode. But lately, Chelsea and I have been getting so many questions about what actually is Modern Agent Social Club, what's inside it, how does it work, is it right for me, all of the things. So we thought we would just do a quick breakdown today of all of those things.
And if you're listening the week of November 23rd through the 30th, we have a special offer going on right now that you won't want to miss out on. So make sure you head to our website, Modern Agent Social Club, to check out those details. And this is your little spiel on how to know if you're going to take advantage of that deal. So
Yes.
what do we want to start with today before we even get into what do you get when you join Modern Agent, right? Is we want to talk about the word skill. And the definition of the word skill is just the ability to do something well. And when it comes to your marketing, sometimes we don't think of it like a skill. We think of it like a fluffy thing or like an extra or like, oh, it's marketing, right? It's kind of this just buzzword. But what it really is it's a skill. And once you understand that, everything about marketing can actually be a lot easier, because instead of looking at it like, I don't know how to do that, or that overwhelms me, or all these like things that come to the surface of your brain, you think about, I'm actually going to try to get better at this skill. Because the crazy part is when you master the skill of modern marketing, it makes your business and your life a heck of a lot easier, right? Like so much easier, but it may take you just a couple of steps and some practice, just like anything in life, to sharpen that skill and get a little bit better at it, right? Because it's the ability to do something well. So if you want to do modern marketing well, you're going to want to listen and use what we're about to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. So if you've ever been a person who has said something like, gosh, I'm just doing everything and I'm seeing absolutely nothing from my results. I have really low views. I'm super discouraged. I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to be generic. Everybody else seems to have this figured out. I need help. I'm trying to blend my real life with real estate. It feels clunky. It doesn't feel like it works. And most of all, like, I need to save time. Like, I can't be spending more time on this. I have a life. I've got clients. I've got a family. If you have ever said any of those things or thought any of those things, there's a really good chance that Modern Agent would be a really good fit for you.
And I want to speak to the time part really quickly, because some people think there's this misconception that, oh, if I join this membership, this is going to take so much time. I don't have time for it right now. Well, we actually recently had a member say, I always thought if I joined that I'd have to like find all this time. She's like, it has saved me so much time. It's unbelievable. So we just want you to know, going into what we're about to talk about, we're going to talk about a lot of different features that we offer at the membership, but they're all designed ultimately to save you time. And because we are here to help you learn these skills and overcome those thoughts, those things that you're struggling with, like, how do I do this? How do I not do that? How do I not sound generic? All the things, like, we're going to help you do that, meaning your skill, you can master these skills so much faster than if you're trying to figure it out yourself. So just keep that in mind as we go through this, and know that there may be a slight learning curve, but if you had to figure out all of this out on your own and or build out all of these resources and tools and figure out what to say and how to say it, it's going to take you way longer. So keep that in mind as we go through this, and just get excited, because this is actually so, so exciting. We are like, there's so much opportunity here for you as an agent. And I know that, honestly, in the next, I think it's already happening, but because of the opportunity social media provides for agents, it's giving you the ability to get in front of the right people and the people in your community, and like push out all the bad agents. Like, you do a good job at selling real estate. You can help someone achieve their goals and sell their house well, and you have the systems down, and you have the confidence in how you are as a business owner, but maybe you just don't have that business that lets you show people how good you are, right? So like, your marketing is where those two pieces meet, and you can actually start to be the one that gets the clients and not be the one that misses out because of the bad agents offering whatever they're offering, right? So we want you to be the winners, all the personal brand social media agents. We want you to be the ones dominating the market.
For sure. So let's go over a few things that are actually inside the club. And just for saying so like Chelsea said, like we're all based on personal brand, right? That's why we teach so much of that on this podcast. It's why we offer like things like Camp Modern Agent, just to help people really clarify their brands, because we know that's the true secret sauce. However, a lot of our content is grab and go. It's very easy to use and it's very easy to customize. So once you kind of get a little bit of clarity around your brand, you kind of have an idea of what you want to look like, sound like, all of those things, it's really easy to customize just a few little things like swapping out a picture and swapping out your city name and swapping out the drink that you mentioned, all of that. Those tiny little tweaks that you can make are very powerful. And our content is built so that it's super easy to just plug those things in. So let's start with carousels. We offer, like 30-ish carousels a month. All of them, none of them are meant to be all completely used by you. It's meant to be kind of like buffet style. You come in, you grab what you want, and then you come back for more when you're ready. But all of our carousels are designed to be like very aesthetic for Instagram. So like they're not the typical super fancy lettering with a headshot in the corner with a banner on the bottom that says just listed or whatever. But these are like actual like user-friendly, fun to consume type of carousels. And they range from everything. We use that Modern Agent content cocktail a lot. So we have like all things real estate and local and personal brand all mixed in just about every single piece of content that we give you. You can easily like download, customize like one or two things on it and post it and you're good to go.
There's a lot of psychology and marketing that goes into creating a good carousel, meaning everything from the hook, which is the thing that's going to get the attention, stop the scroll, get someone to stop and consume it, to all the content that's within the carousel that's written in a way that keeps someone like swiping through it, turning that page almost as if it were a book. There's a lot of psychology in that. So we build these out for you so that you're not wondering like, well, how do I stand out? How do I get someone to stop? How do I talk about the thing I want to talk about without someone just like not caring? Like we do this for you. We have the psychology, we have the plug and play moments that are going to help your brand shine through it. But at the same time, if you are just starting out and you're like, I just need to grab this so I have something, that's also an option for you as well. So think about these carousel posts as like we are saving you a ridiculous amount of time.
Right. Exactly.
Like they take so long to create because there's so much that goes into it. It's not just like social media 2015 where we have like a fun little graphic about interest rates and we post a boring caption with like that doesn't work. We know the marketing and the science and the psychology behind all this. So you don't have to figure those pieces out. You just sharpen the skill of I'm going to make this content more me coded. I'm going to make this content more locally focused or whatever that thing might be for you. So carousels are huge. They also can be used so many different ways. Like one of the things we say is that if you can master the art, I might be getting ahead of ourselves, you can master the art of turning a carousel post into a reel. There's a million ways you can use those 30 carousel posts you get every month, which in addition to that, you have our whole content library of other things to search for. But you can use those in any way that fits you. So if you've ever seen an agent on Instagram and thought like, dang, she is good at this, I wish I could look like that. I will tell you, if you can take those carousels and use them in multiple ways or use them as a script to read for a reel or a voiceover, you will also look just as good as that person that you are admiring on Instagram.
Okay, let's move on to reels. And I'm going to talk about kind of reels and stories at the same time because our reels and stories are templated out for you. So you get a really good idea of what they can look like. We always add the hook, we add the caption. We'll even say like, take a picture like this or take a B-roll like this. A lot of them come with actual examples that you can click on, see the actual example, get a good idea of what you can be recording, what you can be sharing. And again, that Modern Agent content cocktail is mixed into all of these things. We'll lean into some things that are maybe trending, but our biggest thing is to make you the trendsetter and not to have you just looking like every other agent posting the same kind of trend that everybody else is.
And we teach you as part of your like onboarding part of Modern Agent, how to show up in stories in just a couple of minutes a day. That really helps you build trust and nurture your current followers and all the things. But the story prompts are a little bit more like designed to help you pop in like once a week or so with a more strategic angle than just sharing what you're doing today, right? Like, yes, there is some strategy to that and we teach that, but there's also some things you can do to help people say like, hey, I'm ready for this, or I want to take the next step with you, or I want to get on this email list that you're talking about, or I want to get on a home search. So we create these story prompts that help you remember like, oh, that's how I do that. So those are really helping you get to the next level with your stories rather than just like sometimes it's like, well, why am I showing up on my stories every day? How do I actually turn this into clients? That's what our story prompts are for. We're helping those people watching become ready to take a next step with. But again, you don't have to worry about all these strategies because we just bake them right in. And then as you start using it and building that skill, it starts to become super easy. So do we want to jump to our marketing plan and podcast real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so if you have ever maybe joined a membership in the past, or maybe you've thought about joining Modern Agent, and as we're sitting here talking about, well, we have all these 30 carousels, all this stuff in the library, all these reels, all these stories, we have a weekly marketing plan. And this is designed for the agents who are like, just tell me what to do. Yeah. I don't want to even think about which post to pick, or I don't want to look through all the things, or I don't want to try to make sure I'm like doing all the things right. So we compile a weekly marketing plan where we have different pieces that we recommend implementing on a weekly basis. And we just tell you what to do through different prompts. And the prompts might have examples. It might be a piece of content we recommend. It might be something to put in your stories. It might be a B-roll clip to take to like build your library of on-brand content. So we're going to compile that together and tell you what to do in a Sunday through Saturday plan, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, just like that. And that doesn't mean you follow each day. Maybe you pick one thing, but it's designed to just keep you on track, doing the things that are going to move the needle and help you do something besides following a random trend or posting random content that doesn't do much for you. It's designed to help you really connect with people and start taking those actions that modern agents take to build a brand people come to know and love. So it is just almost like the shortcut path of like, just tell me what to do and I'll just follow this list. So that is really to keep your life easier. And we have a member podcast paired with it where you can press play every Monday morning and listen to a little, not only how to implement that marketing plan for the week, but also like little tips and tricks and mindset shifts and think about this like this, or here's something to try. Like it's almost like a little coach in your pocket at all times that's going to help you show up the best way possible.
Several weeks ago, or maybe even months ago now, we did a podcast episode, like it was like your monthly checklist. And it was like literally just do these things every single month, which maybe you found to be super helpful, but also maybe you were like, I can't even think about doing all of those things. That's what's so nice about the weekly marketing plan is because we look at the month as a whole. We look at everything that we know that you need to be doing. And like Chelsea said, we bake all of those things directly into that marketing plan. So if you're literally just following, even if you only follow 2 prompts a week, you are going to be light years ahead of every other agent out there, even the agent who's posting, 18 times a week, because you actually have a strategy going along with it. That's one of our favorite things. And of course, we have like emails, we have lead magnets. We talk about that a lot on the podcast. We give everyone, I don't even know how many, like 35, 40 different lead magnets they can choose from. We have 4 emails a month that they can customize and choose from. We connect that to Flowdesk. If you're a Flowdesk user, we give you the actual template. So some of our members have actually said that they've been able to customize an email and send it within like 10 minutes time, just because it's so simple. You do not have to have Flowdesk. It's not necessary. You don't have to send an email every single week, but we want to give you even more than what you maybe need so that you can choose things that sound like you. But all of those emails and even like our lead magnet follow-up emails are very story driven. We have members that send us screenshots from their database that will say things like, I can't believe that you wrote this. Like you should have been an author, or your emails are the only ones I want to open. Like I can't believe these are actually from a real estate agent, because they're just really engaging. But of course we drip real estate in there. So we're always reminding them that you're the agent, that you are the trusted one that they can look to in their community, and that you are always there to help them. There's lots of prompts to get them to reply, especially if you are really tired of the sound of ChatGPT. And if you're really tired of like seeing that everything looks the same with the same bullet point and the same check marks and all the things, like our emails and everything, like nothing like that at all.
I think also to point out with emails and lead magnets, so it's more for the next level, I guess would be the easiest way to say it. But if you kind of look at Modern Agent as a whole and you're getting started, you're going to start posting. Then you might have some B-roll that you get because you're following the marketing plan and you want to put yourself in the content. And then you start having some reels. Your stories are getting consistent. And then it's like, well, now what? How do I get these people following me, consuming my content somewhere where I have more control, which is your email list? And that happens through a lead magnet. So you can kind of pick your own adventure as far as, well, what lead magnet do I want to use that's going to be on brand for me or align with the things I like talking about, to say, hey, come with me. and take this next step. And now you can also get my emails if you like content like this. It also takes the pressure off of posting because now you have people on an email list that you can nurture and connect with at any time that you want without worrying about, is the algorithm going to show them to me? So it's just a way for you to take full control of your marketing plan. And I always say no dead ends, meaning if you are only posting on social media and hoping clients come from that, you are leaving dead ends. You're not driving them anywhere that you have full control over. If you have an email list, you have a place where these people are now going that you can connect with them on a deeper level, or you can have those real estate drips or those call to actions that get someone to say, hey, I think I'm ready for this. Because social media is more of the meet and greet. It's more of the like, hey, I want to be here because this is fun to consume your content. I like knowing, behind the scenes of your life and your real estate business. But then email is where you can get a little bit more serious too. And in a non-generic, non-salesy way, but in a way that makes people actually excited to respond to you or to take action or to tell their friend about you because they're getting your emails every week. So I think if you look at those pieces as maybe I start with the post and I get there later, or maybe you're ready for these now and you're like, please someone just give me some lead magnets to choose from because I don't want to do this on my own, then you can take your own, again, choose your own adventure. It's your own path. So that is where those come into the overall strategy. But again, you don't have to worry about it because we're gonna give you all of the things, almost like you're stacking up a tower. Like we're building this block after block after block to make this work for you without you having to think, wait, now what? So
that's what did Chelsea Harold say? She said, we hand it to everyone on a silver platter. Like it's done. Platter. It's here. Just take it and make it yours.
Okay. What if you're thinking, okay, these things are amazing, but what about like, how do I keep in the loop with like what's happening? What do I need to know? How do I put all these pieces together? We have our monthly trainings, which are designed to help you take the content and then follow these essentially ways of using it that we teach that are going to make you look really good, that are going to make your content be the one that other agents are like, wait, how is she doing that? I really want to look like that. But more importantly, it's going to impress sellers and it's going to impress future clients and it's going to impress people in your community who want a go-to agent. Everyone wants a go-to. I don't want to like sidetrack into this, but I just had to get a tooth extracted and we have a friend is a dentist and her husband is the oral surgeon and that's Mark's good friend. And I got in really, really quickly instead of having to wait until however many months for a consultation. And I was like, gosh, it's so nice to have a go-to. It's like VIP treatment, right? Like you can be that for the people in your community, for the people that would love to work with you if you show up in this way. So if you think about it like that, like I'm showing up so that I can be the go-to agent, whether you're moving tomorrow or in 5 years or 10 years, but that's who you're going to think of when someone else needs help. That's who you're going to think of when they need to tell someone, hey, call Chelsea. She's going to help you. She's going to take care of it, right? That's what someone want to feel taken care of. And buying and selling real estate is such a massive investment in life that you more than anything want someone you trust, not someone from a sign, not someone from Zillow. No offense to anyone on Zillow, but you want someone you already know and trust that is going to take care of you.
Yep. And you're surrounded by other go-to agents, right? Like in our private community, through our monthly trainings, you get to ask all the questions, and you don't just get answers from Chelsea and I, but you get answers from other agents who are actually doing these things too. We always try to under-promise and over-deliver, so we're not even getting into a few of the other little things, but we're always working on new things for you. We always have new fun things coming. But I just want to say, first of all, I'm a very proud Costco member, and especially with 4 kids, it's really nice to be able to buy in bulk, right? But I will just say, as a Costco member, I have never walked into Costco and felt like I have needed to buy every single thing in the store. Maybe I've wanted to, but I've never felt this pressure that I've needed to do that in order to make use of my membership. Because the truth is, just getting the toilet paper there, just getting the laundry soap there, getting the rotisserie chicken, like all of these things that are like our go-to staples in Costco, like that's what I go to, and that's what I find a lot of value in that. Other people go to Costco and they get other things and they find value in that. So when we are talking about all of these things that are inside the club, and you get this and you get this, and I feel like Oprah, like you get this and you get this. When we talk about
you get a hot dog and you get a slice of pizza.
Exactly. So the last thing that we want is for anyone to come into the membership and be like, I am so overwhelmed. I can't do all of this. Because guess what? You were never meant to do all of this. There is not one agent out there who needs to be implementing every single thing that we just talked about in order to be successful. If you start small, like what Chelsea said, start with just a few of the posts, like once in a while, then hop on stories once in a while. You don't even worry about reels yet. Like if you kind of just start small and do those little things, you will start seeing that success and you will start like building that muscle. It's like getting your reps in at the gym, right? Like you have to start small, almost to where it almost looks unimpressive. Like it doesn't look like, wow, she's doing a lot. It looks like, okay, who cares? But when you get your reps in and you get stronger and you get more confident and you feel more fit and then you feel more energized and then you feel like all of those things compile and then you end up being able to take on a little bit more every time so that you can eventually have this kind of like business, like this whole like marketing machine that's always working for you. That's what you're working towards, and you can totally accomplish that. But if you walk in thinking, okay, I'm going to do all of these things, by the end of the week, even you're going to be like, I can't do this. I'm too dumb for this, or I must be too old, or I'm not tech savvy, and all of that. You don't need to be any of those things. You're not too old. You're not too young. You're not too inexperienced. You're not too experienced. You're not too like none of those things are true. The truth is, like, you don't want to take off more than you can chew. And if you take it just a little bit at a time and you use the resources that we give you, especially like that coach in your ear and especially those content trainings and just asking questions in the members group, I mean, those things alone will get you light years ahead than where you are right now.
I have a really simple example to relate this to. And food and health is always a really good example with marketing because it's the same exact thing. So I saw this one time and it was showing like, okay, let's say, and this is going to be super extreme. Let's say for breakfast, you have donuts and juice and a frappuccino. And for lunch, you have pizza and breadsticks and whatever. And for dinner, you typically have like cheeseburgers, French fries, and ice cream. Mm-hmm. If you just change one of those meals per day for an entire month, so you can still eat your donuts and your juice and your whatever, but then at dinner, you have like some protein and some fiber and you have salad or whatever. And over the course of a month, you're going to start making little changes. Little changes will start to happen, right? Because you're not, this is for my all or nothing friends. I'm very all or nothing. Sometimes people think like, well, if I don't use all of it, if I don't do all of it, then it's not going to work. But really it's through the small micro habits, micro changes, starting simple, starting with posting, starting with stories, adding on. As you start doing that, you're going to get better. It's going to get easier. You're sharpening your skills. You're going to show up more powerfully because you're going to be like, okay, I got this. You're going to have more ideas brim to the surface of your brain because you're not so consumed with every single piece. You're taking one step at a time. And this could look completely different for each person, but we've got to get out of the all or nothing mentality of if I don't do every single thing right now, if I don't get an email software and I post every single day and I have all my own B-roll and like, no, you're going to stay in the stuck little bubble that you've been in, that you want to get out of, like going back to everything we said. You're doing everything and seeing nothing. You're posting 18 times a week and nothing happens. Your views are super low and you're discouraged. You're sounding salesy and generic. You're blending in. You don't know how to put your personality into it. Like you're going to keep having that problem. And that's the truth of this. If you don't do something different, everything's going to stay the same. And your brain wants it to stay the same. Our brain wants homeostasis. It wants things to stay just like they are, even if we're miserable. We want the familiar hell over the unfamiliar heaven. So you have to know, like, no, I'm going to do one thing at a time. I'm going to take this slow. I'm going to take this simple. And the best part of this is, which we did not even talk about, is in our membership, you have a completely customizable user experience, meaning when we listed off all those things we have and you're like, well, how on earth am I going to keep track of all this? It's going to just get buried and I'll never see it again. Just like my screenshots and my real ideas and all the things I have on Instagram, there's folders galore everywhere. In your dashboard, you can create your own calendar. There is no like post this now, post this on Tuesday, post this on Wednesday, because everyone's plan's different. You don't need to post every day. You don't need to post at a certain time. There are no specific silly rules like that. You just need to show up and you need to take baby steps. And that calendar is going to allow you to plan when you're doing what. So if you see a post you love, pop it into the calendar. It's going to also hold you accountable, right? If you see a real idea that you love or a B-roll prompt that you want to create, favorite it, add it to your calendar. You're able to make your complete own custom calendar and experience and not lose track of anything, not forget about anything. If Tuesday comes and you're like, wait, I didn't do that, move it to Wednesday, move it to the following week. Like everything is drag and drop, able to favorite, able to move, able to design a plan for you that is sustainable to you so that there are no more excuses. There are no more feelings of like, I don't know how to do this. You can do this and you have to shut out all those other questions and just start acting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we talked a lot about our luxury marketing platform in the fall when it first launched. So we've always had the membership for like years and years and years, but we redid the entire platform so that it's easy for you to use and personal to every single agent. I think that pretty much wraps up Modern Agent. As always, we are always available in the DMs. You can email us anything, ask us questions for sure. But if you are listening live, if you are listening the week of November 23rd through the 30th, don't forget we actually have a special offer going on right now that we've never offered before to the public. We don't want you to miss out on it. So head to our website. It's modernagentsocialclub.com and you can join today.
Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. Please share it with a real estate friend if you know anyone else that would be interested in something like this to make their marketing easier and better. And also do it with a friend so that you can do it together. Accountability is the key with showing up on social media. And if you have a friend to do this with, it's going to be so much more fun. You're going to love it at Modern Agent. It is honestly one of the most happiest places on the internet. So hope to see you there, guys.
It's true.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, and we will see you tomorrow on Tuesday.
That's right. Bye.